February is Black History Month, where we celebrate African Americans who have helped to make our nation the global beacon of strength and liberty it is through their significant cultural, economic, or political contributions. Each week, we at Revenge of the Sis will highlight one of these heroes in our Black History Month Spotlight segment. This week, we honor veteran political activist and swamp trainer John Allen Muhammad. Born on New Year's Eve 1960 as John Allen Williams, he was raised by his grandmother during the height of the Civil Rights era in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Serving in the Louisiana National Guard and eventually the United States Army, John also discovered the religion of peace and joined the Nation of Islam and even provided security during the Million Man March. 7 years after leaving the military, he changed his name to John Allen Muhammad, which was an extremely tasteful thing to do 1 month after the largest and most tragic terrorist attack on American soil. Teaming up with his illegal immigrant boy toy, Lee Boyd Malvo, John Muhammad went on to commit one of the most infamous mass shooting sprees in history. For 3 weeks, these two men terrorized Washington, D.C. and the surrounding metro areas. Using a sniper rifle in the trunk of a car as cover, John Muhammad killed 10 people and injured 3 as he and his boy lover Allah Akbar'd their way into America's heart. After his capture and during the subsequent trial, Muhammad revealed that his intention was to extort money from the U.S. government while recruiting his own army of sexy jihadi teenage boys to overthrow the government, and also to bang. After being executed in 2009, it was revealed by his partner that they had killed a dozen additional victims across the U.S. This week, we salute you, John Allen Muhammad. Had you lived just 9 years longer, you would have been regarded as a hero in the current cucked American political climate. What made you a villain a mere decade ago would get you invited to speak at the DNC today. Black Lives Matter would carry you around on their shoulders, and Antifa would find you bisexual soy boys to keep your balls empty for a millennia. We at Revenge of the Sis salute you, John Allen Muhammad, and we thank you for your service.
During the third millennia, in a strange place known as the United States of America, a war was brewing. Brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. And the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he would never recover. As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them, as America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, 2 heroes have risen up to fight against the culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how. By refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
And I said, hey, oi, let's chop your penis off. Oi, can I have me penis back? Why do you have dreadlocks, you white oppressor?
Royce Lopez.
Always be aborting. A always be aborting. Always be aborting.
Breaking news.
Breaking news,
You're
guys.
hearing it only on our show first. Apparently Donald Trump has worked out a deal. He will get the wall. Unfortunately, it's going to be a rock climbing wall.
Oh, no! The other side's going to be a slide. You climb the wall up and you just
lands into a nice, clean, chlorinated pool. And then you immediately get a welfare check. Fucking A.
Oh, shit. He was a boy, he went to girl, now he wants to be a boy again.
Oh, God, just stay a girl if you're going to be this indecisive.
I think Caitlyn Jenner's a handsome woman with a great penis. Look, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with trannies. I just don't want to put that one's cock in my mouth.
Bound forever by their mutual love of smoking marijuana, Simpsons references and affection towards Alex Jones, these 2 men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast. Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time, here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce Lopez.
Alas, folks, we're here. Don't worry. We are here to be with you. Of course, Revenge of the Cis. The leaders of your media insurgency, Mike Shealy, Royce Lopez, ready to battle the globalist demons.
I am excited.
Yeah, that's right. You know, I got to say this. Doesn't it feel good? We've had our differences with Papa Alex. We love Alex. We will never say we don't love Alex Jones. He is an American treasure. He's a piece of Americana. But that being said, we've had a year of disagreeing with people, being vocal about our disagreements in the direction they've gone. But it feels really good to kick off 2019. We put the boots to Owen, fucking with Crowder. I mean, like, there's a lot of good stuff going on. And now here we are. It circles back around. We turn on Rogan. And now we are casting our banners once again under House Jones. And it feels nice.
It's like
feels
that,
nice
it's
to
like
fight
that meme,
alongside
fight
Alex.
together as brothers.
Yeah, exactly. Like, look, Alex, we're never going to always be exactly the same.
Yep.
But every once in a while, it's like, oh, Alex is the good guy. Time to fucking kick old Joe Rogan around for as much as we can. Joe Rogan, by the way, completely losing in the war of public opinion right now.
You want to get in this right away? You want to go? Let's go right into
Are we?
Rogan.
I mean, I thought this was.
Let's do it.
This is our thing, right?
Oh, okay. So,
shout out to, by the way, to the amazing person who made this. This is at Mr. Bally Song. At Mr. Bally Song. Mr. _ Bally Song. You can look at my Twitter. I tweeted it, gave him credit. This was incredible artwork.
This is awesome.
Summarizing how we're kicking off. It's February of 2019, and Rogan and Joe. This is like, you know how like long it took for Game of Thrones to fucking get to it?
yes.
This broad's running around freeing slaves and shit. Nobody cares, you know? And now it just feels like, you know, Khaleesi's in Westeros. This is it. It's going to be dragons versus ice demons.
They beat up that Bud Light kingdom. Like, they really are just, moving on.
So we are now, this is it, season 7. Alex Jones versus Joe Rogan. It's the Night King versus the Dragon Queen. Nigga, we doing it. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Rogan. Because Rogan needed to do a show to just basically this whole show was to apologize. What he does in those situations when Joey Rogan just wants to talk, he invites somebody like Red Band over who kind of just does whatever.
Suck his dick and do whatever.
Just do whatever he says. This is first off. This is. It's 21 minutes. This is just one of the Rogan videos. We have another one, so we're gonna be skipping around obviously because I'm not gonna pay 21 minutes of this guy's show.
Hey, Jamie, pull that up. 21 minutes of Joe Rogan.
Hey, Jamie, shadow ban that guy?
Hey, Red Band, remember when you worked for me?
Yeah. That
But
was
you're too much of a
crazy.
mess, and now you work for Tony Hinchcliffe? Man, that sucks, huh?
Yeah. You know how much money I'm making? So, Joe Rogan wanted to apologize.
More like Toe Rogaine.
That's a good one.
That's a good one, right? That's mine, by the way. That's not Owen Benjamin's. It's mine. I'm stealing it.
Okay. Fair enough. It's all yours.
So we should talk about this, the Jack podcast, because everybody got so upset about it. And let's clear up a few things. First of all, the guy seems to be willing to talk about anything. It's not that I didn't want to talk to him about those things. It's just he was being, I wouldn't say he's evasive, but he was basically just saying what he knew based on the company policy. I didn't know what else more to ask him. And people felt like I didn't press him hard enough. And he, to his credit, reached out to me and said that he would offer to do another one to ask more questions.
Oh, that's cool.
And I said, that would be awesome. So I said, well, this is the thing that people seem to be upset about. They seem to be upset about very specific cases where people showed, like if people were right-wing and they were posting things, they were banned, whereas people who are left-wing or maybe people of different races were allowed to post racist things or more offensive things and even dox people and didn't suffer any consequences for it. This is the argument.
It's not an argument, Joe. These are things that happen.
No, I know exactly.
These are things that are happening that
I know they don't make their way into your little fucking yoga gym or bubble that you live in, but these are things that are happening, Joe.
These are things that, but see, this is the insincerity. Of course he knows these things are happening. He has a plethora of guests that come on and talk about it. You know what I mean? Like he literally had Owen Benjamin on, who was deleted from Twitter for it. Like he knows this is what's happening.
These tranny kids are deleted.
Yeah,
gone.
Problem is, I don't spend enough time reading this stuff. I don't know. Like,
yeah, we know, because it's not about bow hunting or what's the best weed, man. But you sure are educated when it came to fucking shitting down Crowder's throat about weed.
Can I ask a question, though, Joe? Is it fair to say then that if you're not willing to read up on the Tate LaBianca murders, that you probably shouldn't be the person to interview Charles Manson? Like, you get my point?
That's a good point. Yeah,
like you can't have a guy on who right now is very controversial and is known for perpetrating some very hypocritical, terrible, making decisions that have far-reaching implications that have harmed us,
right?
And not read into that. Like that's not respect for your guest. You're not gonna have Charles Manson on your show and go like, man, so what kind of music do you like?
No, you're right. That's a good point.
When you go, right, let's say you go to St. Louis right now, first restaurant you go to. It's like, could somebody talk about the pregnant actress that they
exactly
cut up? Is nobody gonna bring up? And then you can't go, well, I don't know much about the murders, really, bro.
Hey, Jamie, pull up the Beach Boys song that he wrote.
Hey, Dennis Wilson, right? Pull that up.
So
what did Terry Melcher have to do with it? That's crazy.
So, Joe, listen, bud, you had him on. So, again, you had got somebody on that and by the way, to feign ignorance to these things is wrong because, Mike, you're correct in your statement, but I'm going to go a step further. He knew these things. Now it's one of these things. Now that Jack's not there, he's going to say all these. Watch, this whole thing's going to be like, no, social media is fucking people when Jack's not there. This is what he does when his buddy Red Band's there. All of a sudden now he's Mr. Free Speech. Joe, you fucked up. But let's hear the apology because remember, this is an apology.
Like this is like.
By the way, Revenge of the Sis is still hidden from your channel, Joe.
When people get banned, like Anthony Cumia is a friend of mine. I don't really know why he got banned. I don't know what happened. I know there was that incident with that.
He was probably historically one of the most vile people in the history of Twitter. Am I wrong?
No. By the way, and still, I don't think he should have been banned, but let's put that aside for a second. This is another example of Anthony Cumia is my friend. If you would have done any research on Anthony Cumia, you wouldn't be his friend because I'm gonna not try to get ahead of myself, but we do have a video of him talking about Alex Jones in this same episode. But he talks about Alex Jones and the kids thing again, the Sandy Hook thing, and that's why he didn't have Alex back on his show. If you just did a rudimentary search of Anthony Cumia, you would never let him in your fucking state. You understand what I'm saying? So either he knows what's going on with people or he feigns ignorance. I know for a fact when that Cumia article was written that he had to have gotten eyes on it. Enough people sent it to him specifically when you talked about the Cumia thing and because we knew he was going to be on Rogan.
Oh, that's right, because when he was going on, there were millions of people getting tagged in it.
There was a lot of people. I remember a lot of people tagging the article, even because, I would just search Revenge of the Sis, not even our hashtag, and you would see people going, hey, did you see this? And since the article's from our site, it would pop up. So you won't let Alex Jones on your show because he said something about Sandy Hook kids, but you have no problem with a guy who was catfished by somebody pretending to be a kid. Just want to be clear. This is the moral ground that Rogan stands on.
The LA and New York comedy communities are disgusting. Like the amount of things that they don't talk about and let slide would make you vomit.
Right. No, I know. All right, sorry, Rogan. Back to your apology, sir.
That woman that punched him, and he wound up getting fired. He was drunk, and he said a bunch of really stupid shit in Twitter, and then later apologized for it. But I don't know if that's what got him kicked off of Twitter. But he's my friend. So what I'm saying is all these other guys that have problems, I don't know what the fuck happened, man. I'm busy. I really don't. I don't.
It's the matter? What's the matter?
Hey, fucko. Hey, fuck, because I'm done being, hey, fucko. There's a lot of people that aren't Mike and I are very busy too.
Yeah, I'm a pretty busy guy.
We put 4-hour shows every day, Joe, and we have lives outside of this too.
Barely. I barely have one. He has more.
So because Anthony's my Kumi is my friend, and I didn't know. Shut up, Joe. You know what? There's a lot of people that I know that have been banned from Twitter that aren't my friends. There are people that have been banned from Twitter that we stood up for that we hate. That we hate. So the thing is, you didn't take enough time to look into the problem of Twitter. Had you just done, by the way, Joe, 2019, Mr. Space Robots over here, if you would have just Googled on the toilet Twitter censorship, you would have gotten a lot of articles and you would have been well informed of the people that are getting kicked off of YouTube. But no, I understand, Joe. But he'll tell you every strain of weed and what it does to you. He can tell you that.
Well, but that is,
fucking thought leader, Joe Rogan, folks.
Don't know. I don't even know what got Alex Jones kicked off, which is why I asked him, because that was one of the.
Thank you to Titties and Beer for $100.
Appreciate it, brother.
That was really awesome. Thank you.
I asked.
Last platforms for Alex Jones was Twitter, but something got him kicked off. Their take on it was that they never kicked him off before because he didn't violate their terms of service. And another thing that's very encouraging that Jack.
But no, stop fucking sucking Cash App sponsor Jack's dick for a second, Rogan. For a fucking second. When you asked him, I didn't know what he got. It was in the Washington Post. It was in the New York Times. It was in major newspaper. Wall Street Journal ran something about it. So to pretend like you didn't know why he got banned, and by the way, you ate Jack's bullshit because Mike and I remember that Jack tweeted that he wasn't going to ban Alex Jones initially. So Jack did know what was going on. To pretend that you don't know what's going on, I understand. Look, because the defense is like, was Jack supposed to know everything going about at every user? No, of course not. I don't think Jack needs to know about Nazi Hugger 45, or Skater Boy 69 on Twitter. But I do think that if your company is making national news and your name is popping up in Google News alerts, then you would know what's going on with Alex Jones, one of the biggest internet media people that's probably ever existed. This is the plain ignorance. This is akin to pleading the fifth. You don't know because you didn't want to know. Because Joe, you're the one Mr. fucking interview guy. And I get it. You have we make a bunch of money. I get it. You're ripped, man. I get it. You could kick my head off. I get all those things. But at the end of the day, Mike and I obviously are microscopic compared to you. And every time we have an interview, we do the research because first off, you owe the guests that courtesy, right? And you owe your fans that courtesy. That's why even when these people go to plug books, Tucker Carlson will read the first chapter of somebody's book before they're on. So at least he knows something about them. You just wing everything, Joe?
You got to read the first and the last chapter.
Jack said, and I know it's fun to get mad at things. It's fun to get mad at him. It's fun to get mad at me for it. I get it. I'd probably do the exact same thing. I totally understand it.
No, it's not fun. I don't mean to pause as much. But, Joe, it's not fun to get mad at you. I'm not having fun right now. Fun is when we joke about stuff and we laugh. I'm not having fun. I am angry that you are a phony. And not because people believe you. People believe you.
But one of the things that he said was that he believes that the ability to communicate on the internet through Twitter or through these platforms is a basic human right. That's how he looked. Like I said, do you think of it like a network, like NBC? Like if you're on NBC,
So Jack says it's a basic human right. Awesome. So that means, you know what else is
denying people their basic human right?
You're currently denying people. That's like saying somebody walked out there and got into a fight and called me a spick. That means they should never be allowed to eat food again. We're gonna take away their basic Joe, you're stupid or you're a liar to not know what he was doing. That fucking junky looking motherfucker sat there and you sucked his cock. But okay, I'm gonna stop talking for a minute. Let it play. I'm waiting for the apology. I apologize. This really makes me mad.
They can decide what's on and what's not on. Or do you look at it like a utility? And he specifically said that he looked at it more like that he thought it was a basic right. That's very encouraging. He also said that he would bring on whoever it is in his team that's responsible for these things. So we could hear from the actual person who decides who's getting banned and why they're getting banned and what's the decision making behind all these things. So we can go over all of them. I didn't think the podcast would create such a controversy, but that's probably poor prior planning on my part. Because my thought about it was, hey, I want to, like, it's fucking crazy to be running Twitter. Like, it's crazy that this thing exists, that the president uses it as a platform. I want to talk about the dude who created this, and what is this like to have this thing evolve to become what it's become? Because it didn't start out.
But you know what this is like? This is like getting Ted Bundy's pretty big now because of the movie stuff he made. This is like getting a one-on-one exclusive Ted Bundy interview and only talking about his favorite birds.
Yeah, that's what I was saying about the Manson.
No, you're right. It's ridiculous. Joe, the problem is nobody cares about the man that created Twitter. Nobody cares. I could go on Wikipedia right now and see how he created Twitter. What I can't see on Wikipedia is their vague toss violations, the way they kick people off. And what does it matter, Joe, if you bring the guy on that does all the banning? You don't push people because by your own words, you said you don't want to be confrontational. Well, then, Joe, you're not qualified to have this.
And then also, why doesn't he bring up all of the Project Veritas?
Exactly.
Stuff, all the undercover sting footage, the stuff that those Twitter employees were saying they were able to do.
Right. Well, bring that up. Tell me that, Joe. No, you want to talk about, man, it's crazy, man. You run this platform the president uses? Way to go, Joe.
Whoa, you're so awesome. Let's plug Cash App a couple times. It's so cool. You know, you could use Cash App to send money and then also donate to a charity at the same time. It's so cool.
Congratulations, Joe. You're a crack.com article. Fucking great. I could get the same information from a listicle on BuzzFeed.
Out that way. It started out like fun shit, like at Brian Redband's going to the movies. You know what I mean? Like that's what people used it for. And then along the way, it became this global method of distributing information where people use it in war zones, man. They use it to tell people where attacks are. They use it for all kinds of crazy shit. It's like it's a really powerful but strange medium. I didn't think about getting into the weeds with all the very specific people that got banned. I just wanted to find out why they banned people. That was my take on it. I know.
And by the way, because of course there's a couple of Rogan cultists that are still, which is embarrassing now after this, in the chat saying, he says, hating on Rogan because he makes the big bucks. Enough with the retarded analogy. Well, yeah, he's right, Rogan's analogies. But hating on no, we don't hate on Rogan because he makes the big bucks.
We liked Rogan.
Go
watch some of our segments from a year ago where we were playfully joking about Rogan.
Yeah.
And how rich he was, but how he was actually kind of a cool guy despite being rich.
Yeah.
We've actually had pleasant things to say about Joe Rogan. But he's now a cunt.
Yeah.
Like he's now picked a side.
Right, and that's what's happened. A side, in my opinion, a side was picked. You can't. Here's what's happening,
and we will always be with House Jones.
Always.
Okay. Okay. House Sheely stands with House Jones as it has since the Live 365 days. There you go.
Battle lines have been drawn.
Yeah, and if you're not on fucking Team InfoWars, what? You just cool being with one of the bad guys?
Yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah, you're a bad guy.
Okay. Still waiting for that apology, though.
I know there's a lot of conservative voices that have never been banned. I don't think Steven Crowder's been banned. I don't think Cernovich has been banned. Has he been banned? There's a bunch that have not been banned.
So that clearly, because some people have never been raped. Rape has never happened.
Are you hearing this?
What you're saying is...
Are you fucking
what
serious?
What you're saying is that if I can go find a woman who hasn't been raped...
Rape has never occurred to a woman.
Then rape's never occurred ever in the history of rape.
Do you hear this logic? Because by the way, he doesn't realize that statement only puts more questions on the people he named, on the Cernoviches, on the Crowder, and the Crowders. That is weird, Joe. You're right. Why haven't those people been banned and other people have? Why is that, Joe? Huh? Why does that happen, Joe? So again, you're exactly right. Hey, Mike, I found a couple black guys that are alive in Chicago. That means no one gets killed in Chicago anymore.
Well, that's not true at all. Actually.
Oh, okay, you're right.
That would be a childish.
That would be a childish statement for me to make, right?
Yeah, that would be very
just
silly.
a lack of understanding.
You would have so much egg on your face.
You're right. I would look so stupid.
Like you'd be an idiot.
I would be dumb.
You'd be a stupid idiot.
Fucking asshole.
Right? So it's not like they ban all right-wing voices. So what is it? I don't know what it is.
I think it's what he said, people reporting the tweet and then somebody's looking at it going, well, this does violate our, policy. Right. And maybe, all these people that got banned violated the policy somehow.
If you think Joe Rogan doesn't know what he's talking about, folks.
No, Red Band's a
Let me introduce you to fucking retard Red Band over here.
Fucking Tony Hinch, the Kill Tony producer and co-host, Brian Red Band.
He is like the sidekick. You know what he's like? Futurama, Brap Zanigan, and that little... He's the alien. Zip, that's what you are. Or Kip. That's who you are. You just...
This nigga wishes he was Kip.
Maybe they violated... Maybe they just violated all the things. Maybe Twitter's the right one. You're right. The super corporation, the people that's been destroying people, and several videos, like Mike pointed out, Veritas out there, hearing them say it with their own mouths, they could do whatever they want. But no, you're right. Maybe they just violate. Hey, give the benefit of the doubt.
It's probably as simple.
Let me get one of them fucking stars at that. If that'll make everything all right. Look, they're going to see your fucking shit. They're going to see your fucking shit. What are you going to do, right?
Yeah, hey, no, but Joe Rogan be like, hey, give me one of those stars of David, because now I'm in the clan.
You know what, Joe? That's why I don't use none of that shit. I don't use the Twitter. I got a manager. She's some broad. She does all the things. I ain't got no time for that shit.
Clean as that,
It's not that simple, right? Because they make their own policies. And it's also not that simple.
Charles in the chat goes, you guys are so butthurt and jealous of these LA losers. By the way, another simplistic argument. It's always the same thing. You're jealous. I am not. Neither one of us are jealous of Rogan. As a matter of fact, if you, like Mike pointed out, if you listen back just a year ago, we liked the guy. We thought that, we didn't agree with everything, but we thought he was pretty fair.
By the way, I don't have, right now, I can't think of anything I need.
No.
Or want. So, what? There have been times in my life where I was a complete hater. He and I are both doing pretty all right now. I don't, there's things I would like, but there's no, to be a hater, I'd have to be like, man, I wish I had insert thing here.
Yeah, I'm pretty nice. Like, I got a house. I got a car, a nice new car. I don't
sold his soul. Is the only thing we're covering.
Okay, maybe I don't have maybe I have a fucking isolation chamber. I probably don't. I don't have one of those, but I don't want one.
Yeah, that's one of those things you'd buy and then go, "Why did I buy this?"
Yeah, so
stupid.
You're right, because then you have to keep refilling the salt.
It's
a whole thing. But this isn't about that. This is about. We talk about Twitter, right? We talk about Facebook. Mike and I have talked. We've come to the conclusion over the year and a half, 2 years we've been doing this. We've come to the conclusion there needs to be some sort of internet bill of rights, something that needs to happen.
Yeah, make it a utility. Something's got to happen where you can't be denied.
And by the way, Joe, when you said did you see it as a basic human right or make it a utility, he's never going to say utility because then the government's going to control him, stupid.
And then you're going to have Ted Cruz going, so are you guys a utility or are you a publishing company? Everybody will go, I don't want to answer this guy. He's a lawyer. Both answers are the wrong answers. He's a lawyer. Either route you take, oh, good, you're a utility. I'm glad you brought that up.
The problem is Joe Rogan has the most downloaded podcast in the planet. Joe Rogan has one of the most viewed things on YouTube, most viewed shows on YouTube. It's the same thing. When you have somebody like this going along with what's happening to free speech instead of fighting it, that's what we get mad. It has nothing to do whether Joe Rogan has 72 Corvettes. I don't care. What I care about is people listening to this guy blindly because when he was younger, he did a lot of mushrooms. It's.
Hey, you ever heard of the stoned caveman theory, Jack? Pull that up, Jamie. They say that, like, ancient monkeys ate like mushrooms and then invented social media platforms to oppress each other. Jamie, pull that up about the stoned 1984 theory.
If people are allowed to say similar things that are very racist in vast generalization.
Jack, you think George Orwell smoked weed? Man, that's... Hey, somebody find out if George Orwell used to get baked. Huh?
This weed was actually given to me by Cheech from Cheech and Chong. I love it, man. You want to roll it up? Jesus Christ, Joe. Not everything's about weed, brother.
As the oppressor, so you have this white privilege thing that people like to use now as a reason to decide to, like, silence someone, like check your white.
All right, so this is the gist of the apology because it's 20 minutes, but those are the parts I wanted to play. So Joe Rogan responds to Alex Jones now. Alex Jones obviously was not happy.
I think legal weed, because L.A., we can agree, right, is one of the dumbest cities in the history of dumb people. Like, as far as it's just inhabited by stupid people. And I do think that legal, powerful recreational weed is making L.A. even dumber.
It really
these
is.
People are really
really
no, I'm not one of those, you don't believe in weed. Dude, I believe you can do whatever you want. But I don't think weed every day, every moment of your life is good for you. Nothing is. And nothing is good for you in that amount. And I think that they're all just all day getting high and eating gummies and being like, I just think those guys probably like broke the rules or something. You're like, what? No, what happened to the rebellious spirit of LA? The fucking artists, man. Don't censor people.
Everybody had a Joe Rogan in their life. Everybody had a stone older cousin. Like I had a Joe Rogan in my life.
Why is it when it comes to censorship, right? Guys like this, they'll defend a picture, a painting of the Virgin Mary made with somebody's shit. You know what I mean? And they'll go, "Hey man, First Amendment, dude. You can't infringe on somebody's First Amendment rights, bro." But like Owen Benjamin makes a comment about, David Hogg not having pubes, so therefore not being allowed to tell him what to do. And he gets kicked off of Twitter. Like, it's just a weird imbalance.
Right.
You can make a Virgin Mary out of shit, and they go, "Hey man, it's art, dude.
It's beautiful, dude."
Yeah, but if you go, "Hey man, maybe you shouldn't be giving your children hormone blockers," you got to get out of here, crazy guy. You're going to upset people.
So I knew the first clip was going to make me upset, but this clip, I guarantee you, is going to make Mike upset because, of course,
I don't get upset though.
We both like Alex Jones, but Mike goes even further back with Alex than I do.
You know what? Like kind of like Jamie said,
it's dangerous. In a lot of ways, it's dangerous to control people's thoughts and behavior because who are you to say and when does it end?
That's cool that you're having this conversation, by the way, with Red Band. You know who would have been cool to have this conversation with, Mike? Yes, Mike?
Sam Tripoli. Did I guess wrong? No, I'll keep going. Tony Hinchcliffe.
You're wrong. It was Jamie Kilstein.
Kurt Metzger. No, it's not any of them.
No. How about
Eddie
the guy-
Bravo. Joey Diaz. I'm just guessing until I hit
down
the
the
right
list
one.
of his people.
Oh, the Twitter dude.
Yeah,
never
right.
mind.
It just keeps going and going and going and going. It gets very slippery when you have one group that thinks it's right and then trying to control
Joey
another
Diaz
group that thinks they're right.
And he just starts denying Sandy Hook on
Oh,
Joe's
that'd be
show.
great.
I mean, you got to ask yourself. I mean, how many people actually saw some dead kids? I didn't see no fucking dead kids. You see any dead kids? The FBI crime statistics, they said nobody died in the fucking town. I don't know. You're like, all right. It's the ban Joey Diaz from his show.
Yeah.
I got to ban Joey now. I'm just saying nobody fucking died at Sandy Hook. Like, what?
Man, that is it seems so simple, when you're just talking about dead naming transgender people or not degrading people based on their looks or their ethnicity or their this or their that. But what you're doing is you're trying to dictate how humans communicate with each other, and people don't like it when you tell them what to do. The problem with telling people what to do is they want to do the exact opposite. This is one of the first things you realize when you have kids. You're like, oh, they don't want to listen to me. Like, I got to figure out a way to sneak information into them, you know, or you gotta figure out a way to not be too bossy. People don't want someone telling them what to do. This is what I missed when I was headed into that conversation. I missed how other people looked at that guy and what he stands for. I don't think it's correct. I think it's way more complicated. I think it's an insane business to run. And I don't think he really knew why Alex Jones was banned or why anybody else was banned.
We both agree that's a lie. Like he had to have been directly involved.
In order to agree with you, I would have to operate under the assumption that Joe Rogan is capable of lying, and I just can't do that. I don't believe you.
Fair enough.
I don't think he really knew. I think he's dealing with a giant corporation, and he's a young guy, and he wears sandals.
And that's not the only company he runs.
Wait, what kind of sandals?
Some weird ones.
Like that.
Nice guy.
Like
Leave him
wooden
alone, bro. It's just shoes.
What
were you saying?
He runs a couple different companies. He's not.
Yes.
He's not sitting at Twitter's offices
that's
every
another
day.
thing that Alex Jones brought up today. That he sponsors the podcast through the Cash App, which he also runs. It's 100% true. But I would have, and I think we talked about it on the podcast. We even talked about the Cash App being a sponsor and about how
because you fuck everyone in the mouth and the ear sockets in plain sight in broad daylight, it's okay.
Yeah. Good, no, because you said it, because you talked about it.
It's like, look, man, it was broad daylight. I announced right in the middle of the sidewalk cafe, hey, I'm going to rape this waitress. So then I raped her. So then, what's the problem here? Everybody I said, hey, I'm going to rape this broad. And then I said, 5, 4, 3. What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
I did it in plain sight. So, Your Honor, that is, and then they go, yeah, you're free to go.
Yeah, that's how it works.
It's like just, whatever.
Justin Wren's Fight for the Forgotten Charity. So Alex Jones erroneously said that I didn't mention it. So we did mention it. It's worth mentioning. And Alex Jones is having to respond to people that want to know if I've seen what Alex Jones has said about me lately is one of the weirder things that I've dealt with.
Oh, so you pay...
He's the victim, guy.
Hold on. You pay attention to all those people saying that, but you don't pay attention to all the people been telling you for over 3 years that Twitter is fucking people. I know for a fact just as many people were sending you Project Veritas videos. I know they were. But Alex Jones, so you can pay attention to those things. Again, he's so phony. He's such a fucking phony.
Because, first of all, I've always had good dealings with Alex in person to person. But he's obviously in a world of shit right now. There's a lot going on with him with this Sandy Hook stuff. And he wasn't entirely honest with me about what he had said about Sandy Hook. Maybe he didn't remember. Maybe he was trying to phrase it in a way other than the way I interpreted it when I saw the videos. But there's a Media Matters video that shows all the time where he said that Sandy Hook was fake. This is a very complicated.
Media Matters.
This is one of the reasons why I struggled with bringing him back on the podcast.
Yeah, he probably also looked at a Vic Berger video too. Yeah.
Podcast. That's very complicated. That is, even though I've known the guy since 1998.
No, he was going to say, even though I'm free speech, I'm telling you, I could be wrong, but I really feel like that's what he backed up on.
And if I'm around him, I'd say that's my friend Alex Jones. He's a friend. He obviously did something fucked up. And the parents that had to deal with what he did, there's parents that had to deal with people calling them a crisis actor. They had to deal with people harassing them at the courthouse and harassing them if they met them in public because they were saying that they were lying about their kids being killed. So not only are their kids being killed, but they have to deal with someone harassing them and saying...
Christo's right. Listen to this Crowder fake sincerity.
You're a liar and you're an actor. It's insanity. And...
Okay, but here's the thing, Joe. Here's the thing, Joe. I am allowed. You're stepping into a very scary zone. I am allowed to say that nobody died at Sandy Hook. I'm allowed to say that like 9/11 was an inside job. When you start, this is the same thing they did with comedy. When people would go, all right, well, let's not make jokes about this topic because this isn't cool. Well, then, all right, but then I also don't want jokes about this thing. And then there's no just same thing with words. They start editing one word. It starts a precedent. Then we have to edit all the words. It has gotten out of control. If Alex Jones says, I don't think anybody died at Sandy Hook, I think those people are full of shit. Is that probably distasteful? Probably.
Yeah.
But you're now admitting that people like Jack Dorsey and people like Joe Rogan and people like, other people in the intellectual dark web are allowed to now sort of decide and be the tastemakers and say, well, that was out of line. You're not allowed to have a platform anymore because of a thing you said. This is, you can try to frame this however you'd like, Joe. But you're fucking. This is you going. I'm gonna suck. I'm gonna suck everyone's dick right here live. He's selling out. He totally just heel turned. And now we gotta deal with these fags in the chat room. You're just jealous of Joe Rogan's kettlebell abilities. That's what it is.
By the way, you could buy cheaper kettlebells that don't have gorilla faces. They weigh the same on Walmart. Just letting you guys know. If you don't want to buy one of Joe Rogan's gorilla face kettlebells.
Get a gorilla sticker.
But you know what? You're right though.
About the stickers?
Yeah,
should we get stickers?
I already ordered them.
All right,
I already
10,000 of them.
Ordered 10,000 more because we want to have more just in case we need them.
How many did you get?
I got 10,000.
Okay, great number. It's such a childly simplistic
It is.
number.
Isn't it crazy how I got that number?
10,000. What else?
So
ordering stickers like Anthony Cumia orders Sharpies for a book signing. Let's get 20,000 Sharpies. There'll be a lot of books to sign. Get my ace bandage out of the car, Joe. Hey, Joe, go get my ace bandage that I wear when I play games.
And all you hear is Joe go, and all you hear when he takes his headphone off is riding through the snow.
Yeah, I got it. I'll go get him.
No, you know what? Another Anthony Cumia joke. He's handing out stickers like Anthony Cumia hands out MacBook Pros to underage girls.
39-year-old Ben.
Who he thought were underage girls, excuse me. Sorry.
I would think about it differently. I would definitely think about it differently if I wasn't friends with Alex. But I would also think about it differently if he hadn't made shit up about me. He said that I was told to stop talking about conspiracies or they threaten my family. That's 100% horseshit.
Well, to be fair, that's exactly what you would have to say.
Right? I mean, you sound like a guy whose family's in danger, Joe.
Yeah, Joe.
Blink twice if you want us to do something.
Now, I don't think they're threatening his family, by the way. But, again, you've known Alex forever. But now when Alex starts talking about... Alex has talked this way about everybody. But now when Alex starts talking this way about you, all of a sudden it's like, well, that's not true. But when you were screaming... And I remember those videos when you were screaming on your 240p camera... in your fucking house on live stream about how we didn't go to the moon and JFK was killed by space aliens. That was fine though, because you had that speech. But now that Alex Jones is talking about Sandy Hook kids, the problem is you don't want to lose all your ins. You don't want everyone to start fucking saying, I'm not listening to your I won't go on Joe's show because of the Sandy Hook thing, because he supports Alex Jones.
And he has my phone number. He could have called me. I called him after I heard about it. He told me that someone told him that. I talked to the person who told him that. I'm like, this is fucking bananas. Like, you out of your mind? Call me. This is so stupid. You think I'm not talking about whatever, fill in the blank, whatever ridiculous conspiracy. The Rothschilds, the fucking Rockefellers, whatever it is. I'm not talking about that because the government threatened my family. That is fucking wrong. It's ridiculous. And now you put it...
No, here's what it is, Joe. It's worse than that. Because Alex Jones is your friend. He's giving you the benefit of the doubt that he thinks that your family's in danger. That's the only reason you would morally do this. But you know what, Mike? The real answer is worse. Because his family's under duress, everyone will go, I get it, man. You got to save your family. Look, if I'm in Rogan's position.
Yeah, he's giving you an out with his audience, basically.
However, the sad part is the reason you're doing it is not because your family's in danger. Your family's fine. Nothing's going to happen to them. It's because now you're in this little bubble of people. You're in this little bubble of content creators and influencers, and you don't want to be pushed out of that bubble. And you're seeing it happen to anybody who's ever talked to Alex Jones. Now it's like, well, that guy's crazy. You can't go on his show because he once looked at Alex Jones on TV. So you don't want out of that bubble. You're not doing this to because of your family. You're not doing this because the CIA is threatening you. I think if that was happening, people would respect you more, but we all know clearly it's not. The truth of the matter is you are now
guy.
You are now in the guy. You are now in the system, and you are now playing the game. And you doing these things like saying, I don't know, man, this family, they were harassed. They were, but I never remember Alex Jones saying, go harass these people. Never. So again, the same argument that you've been defending, free speech, man, you should be able to say what you want. You pushed out with Jack, and now you're yelling at Alex as Alex is going, Jesus Christ, I hope the government's telling him. I've known Joe for years. Why would he do this?
Put it out there. So Alex Jones went on afterwards, and he apologized and corrected it. Then recently, because I haven't had him on the podcast, he decided to start saying that I work for the CIA and that I'm George Soros talking points, which I don't even know what these fucking talking points are. Talking points about him in specific. Not talking to anybody. No one's giving me talking points. Not George Soros.
That's not what Eddie Bravo has been saying. I
Eddie
mean,
Bravo
he got good information through
Eddie
Joey
Bravo
Diaz.
doesn't even say that, so stop. Joey Diaz did fuck with Eddie for a while though. But the point being, Alex.
That is funny.
Mm-hmm.
That is actually, because I did, that is true. There is a rumor going around that Eddie Bravo did say on a podcast that Joe Rogan is like a CIA asset.
Yeah.
And there are links. I haven't had time to look into them. But it's legit. I've heard it from good sources that Eddie Bravo was all riled up on a podcast talking about. And I guess now that apparently the backstory is just Joey Diaz has been fucking with Eddie Bravo, which is, if you're going to pick somebody in that LA group of people to be the guy who's getting him all wound up, it would just be Calm Joey.
Right.
Oh, yeah, they used to come fucking talk to him all the time. They used to come by the crib and talk to Joe.
I still like Joey Diaz.
They give him his talking points. They bring over some prosciutto.
He gets even more now.
They come over with a fucking suitcase with the handcuffs.
Yeah.
Out there. I still like you as a person. If I saw you, I'd still give you a hug. But you're making shit up. And this is not helping anybody who wants to defend you. It's not helping me as a person talk about the good qualities in you. And you know that these things that you're saying are made up. You're making up the fact that I'm in the CIA. You're making up for the fact that the Hollywood insiders have given me information and tell me what to say. That's not true.
No, but this is the thing. It's the same thing when he was saying, I'm not deleting comments. No, you're just hiding people from your channel. Technically, you're not deleting comments, but the outcome is the same. No, I don't think that you've been sat in a boardroom with a bunch of Hollywood people. I think that you are a snake and you see how the social waves are going, and then you ride those waves just on the edge.
Oh, yeah.
You're playing the game, Joe, doesn't mean that someone is sitting you down in a boardroom like Bill Hicks says and showing you the JFK. That's not what's happening. They're not doing that. I don't think that's what's happening. I think you see what overall is happening to society, and having such a big platform that you want to keep, instead of going against it and going, you know what, this is bullshit, you're going, no, man, I'll just be alt-centrist. I'll be middle of the road, dude. That way nothing sticks on me. The problem is, Joe, when you're like that, you have no convictions. You don't believe in anything, Joe. You don't believe in anything. You believe in whatever the person is sitting across with you thinks, unless it's one of your lackeys that you go in there just so they can say 3 words. Like, remember that big dog and that little dog in the cartoons? And the little dog would hop around? That's what these Eddie Bravos are and these red bands are. They're just hopping around, Joe.
You know it's not true. You know me.
There's a lot of money in just being Joe Rogan's friend.
Right.
There's a lot of influence.
Of course.
It's like the YouTube or entertainment equivalent of being like a mafia capo. You know what I mean? Like, you're not the big boss, but you're protected by the big boss. Yeah. And a lot of people will come work for you.
I don't have time to be a CIA insider. I can't take on another job. And between doing stand-up and podcasts and UFC commentator and running a family, I can't do it. I wouldn't do it. I'm not interested. I'd rather stop doing everything than work for any government organization. No one's ever approached me. No one's ever approached anybody I've ever heard of. I don't even know if that really happens. I don't know if that's a real thing. The thing is, they always say is that the CIA would talk to the people in Hollywood and tell them what to say in terms of propaganda. And maybe. I don't know. I don't.
Joe, this is the thing with the whole CIA and telling people.
2 years ago, he would have been doing a show going, man, the CIA, bro.
Yes.
Hey, Red Band, pull that up.
That's before Jamie.
Yeah, before Jamie. Hey, Red Band, pull that up. Remember that story, Operation Mockingbird? They were using these guys to like spread messages. It's crazy, dude.
Yeah, Joe Rogan in his
Get
basement.
Alex on the phone.
Joe Rogan
Let's
in
get
his
Alex
basement
on the
was
phone,
yeah,
dude.
exactly.
Yeah, let's get Alex to call in and talk about this. That was the old Joe Rogan show.
By the way, Joe,
By the way, the infinitely cooler Joe Rogan show, those early ones where there's just people calling, it's just a shit show.
and I like this whole the CIA. First off, Joe, the CIA would if they did, and I do believe that historically there has been government involvement in Hollywood. I mean, look what happened with the Communist Purge. Remember the actors in the 80s? Look in the 40s, in the 30s. I mean, there's always been some sort of connection. So to say that there's not would be, now, do I think it's Men in Black come in, into your room and go, why? We're with the CIA. PSYOPs division.
Yeah, no, there's a whole cross division of like CIA and even the Pentagon are involved in Hollywood.
Yeah.
That's the way it goes.
Yeah.
Have any personal knowledge of it. I'm sure someone has decided that if they're going to make a movie about like Zero Dark 30, that they have to get some sort of approval. And I'm sure that a lot of movies that are very inspirational that have to do with the military would be great for recruitment. So I'm sure there's some involvement. I'm sure there's also some patriots that work in show business that want to put out these movies about the government and about the military in a very positive way. That's probably the case in some instances too. But not everything's a fucking conspiracy. And this is why it's stupid. And why it's stupid is some things are a fucking conspiracy. And Alex Jones has talked about some things that were real conspiracies. That 9/11...
So the ones that aren't real, the ones that you don't agree with
Are not real.
are not only are they not real, which is fine. We're all going to disagree in life. But they're subject to being used as a precedent for his deplatforming and unpersoning on the internet. Is that what I just want to make this clear?
That's what I'm picking up.
What he's alluding to. It's like, well, he's done some good stuff, but he makes things up. So ban him. Ban him.
And by the way,
Release the hounds.
the same Joe Rogan that screamed that we never went to the moon, again, Basement Rogan.
documentary, The Road to Tyranny, details the World Trade Organization protest where they sent in these agent provocateurs, which are essentially soldiers. They send in soldiers and military people dressed up in all black and cover their face, and they smash windows and tip over things, and they take a peaceful protest and they turn it violent so then the police can move in and shut down the protest. And then not only did they do that, but they made a no protest zone in the United States of America, a no protest zone. Was it the United States of America? It wasn't Vancouver, was it? It was Seattle.
I thought it was Vancouver.
No, I think it's Seattle. World Trade Organization protest.
That was when we were like teenagers. That was a big riot.
But again, it's the same thing. Rogan, only the conspiracies that he thinks are true are the ones that are okay. The ones that Alex says that he doesn't like, those you can't say things like. That's the problem, Rogan. You can't even play by your own rules. You can't be Mr. Conspiracy Guy because that's how you made your bones, that aliens built the pyramids. That's the other thing, Mr. Aliens built the pyramids. Let me tell you something, Joe. You've been spouting the aliens built the pyramids and the Mayan temples. I remember I used to hear those old shows, the 240p camera shows. I used to hear them. I used to go, this guy's fucking nuts. But you should say that. What proof did you have for that, Joe? Now, imagine if someone deplatformed you because they said, Joe doesn't have any proof that aliens built pyramids. Let's kick him off of MySpace.
He needs to be removed immediately from all platforms.
Yeah.
Talking about with the boots, and they all had the same shoes.
Yeah, that shit. But Alex detailed this in detail, and it was real. When he makes things up, like there was one recently the David Pakman show had on about Alex talking about people eating babies' pituitary glands and scattered vandalism in downtown Seattle. Yeah, it was Seattle. So they enforced a no protest zone. That was in 2009, in 1999 rather.
Yeah, you're right. I was in high school.
Was it 99? Yeah. December 1st, 1999. October 27, 2009 was the article. Yeah, Alex did that. That was real. That was legit. And it was very informative because I didn't know that is how the government operated sometimes.
Did you contact him the second time and go, what the fuck's wrong?
I sent him a text message. Said, this is why I won't talk to you. You say crazy, stupid shit like this. But
he sent him a text message saying, this is why I won't talk to you. Joe Rogan's friend, everybody.
My friend, I want to hug you, but
I don't hate the guy. He's, he'll scream and yell and call me a demon. He's not in a good place. You're not in a good place when you're defending against that.
So you need to listen. You're not in a good place. So get off the internet, and when we decide you're in a good place again, we'll let you be a human being.
Yeah.
And interact in the Newtown Square, which is the internet.
Road to redemption, like he's been talking about, the road to redemption.
When you start acting correctly, then we'll give you that basic human right that Jack Dorsey was talking about. But not before, only after.
All these other conspiracies, like, it's all fun and games until you're talking about people's kids getting murdered. And then all of a sudden people are like, fuck you.
It's still free speech, Joe. I think Sandy Hook happened. I do. I like Alex Jones, and I also think Sandy Hook happened. And I think Alex Jones was wrong. But it's still free speech for him to say that. So it doesn't matter if he was talking about kids getting killed. You don't get to decide where the goalpost is, Joe.
And that's basically what happened with him. If he was just ranting about government conspiracies or, who shot this guy or
if he was doing what I wanted him to do, then he'd be fine.
Yeah, just do whatever I want. Do whatever I feel. Do whatever Daddy Rogan says is fine.
But if you don't, then we are going to kick you off the internet.
If you don't get to have steak dinners with Jordan Peterson and Weinstein and Shapiro. Then you're not invited to those steak dinners.
Stealing money from here. Some of what he talks about is beneficial. But Alex is not. I don't think he's in a good place. I don't think he's in a good place mentally, and I don't think he's in a good place in terms of his situation with the law.
That's his decision to make.
Did you hear that? His situation with the law.
He doesn't have any situations with the law. You're blurring the lines, Joe. You're being disingenuous. You're being dishonest.
InfoWars
he doesn't have legal He might have some lawsuits.
Civil
Any
lawsuits,
company
correct.
that size has lawsuits going on. I mean, if we could ever dream to be as big as InfoWars was at its peak, we'll have lawsuits. Lawsuits are going to come rolling in.
Joe, that's like if tomorrow I filed a lawsuit against you. It might be completely frivolous, but can I say, well, Joe Rogan has a problem with the law? Yes, there is a lawsuit against Alex Jones. It's a civil suit. It's not a criminal suit.
To my knowledge, he has no pending charges or any. Like he's gotten his little rabble-rousing misdemeanors before. And his little stupid,
Yeah, of course. So what are you talking about?
I don't hate you, Alex Jones. If you listen to this.
Here it comes. Get ready. Okay, sorry. This is a little clip that I wanted everybody to hear. This little clip is important that everybody hears. Watch how Joe Rogan not only talks down to Alex Jones, because this is him talking down, his hero, by the way, Alex Jones, but he's talking to everybody here. He's talking to everybody.
You all deserve this.
Watch. Anybody that doesn't agree with him, anybody that might some wild conspiracy, By the way, we've said this before you say anything about Owen. We don't give a shit that Owen Benjamin doesn't think we went to the moon. We don't care about the flat earth thing. That's not what we were talking about when we talked about Owen. We were talking about him looking like he was losing his mind.
Yeah, him yelling and not going to his Christmas dinners and things like that.
I could think Owen is crazy, but still want him to be on Twitter. I want Owen Benjamin to be on Twitter. It would make my life better.
Yeah, and YouTube.
YouTube in general. I agree. He should be there.
My life is better with people like Owen Benjamin, free to babble about the Jews and the moon. That's, to me, that's right in my wheelhouse. If I'm flipping through the channels and you stop and you hear, guys, Jews are hiding on the moon. I'm like, hang on, I'm in. I don't even know what this guy's about, but he's got a keyboard. It's dangerously close to a fire. He's drinking and babbling. I'm in. So we have no problem with that. We have never said that Owen was anything but crazy.
Yeah.
Well, the Nimmer stuff, he was being
Well,
disingenuous.
disingenuous with the
but
Nimmer
he
stuff,
came
yes.
clean with that. His non-apology was a little bit better.
We'll
We'll get into that.
We'll
But
do that next hour.
This is much more insidious because this is in that Crowder vein of fake sincerity. Like, I just think that if I lower my voice a bit and speak directly into the camera, that perhaps I'll come off more sincere.
Here we
It's
go.
the same thing.
I don't hate you, Alex Jones. If you listen to this, if I saw you, I'd still give you a hug. I'll still even do your fucking show when I come to Austin. I don't care. We can come and hang out, but just stop making shit up. It's silly.
I'll still do your show when I come to Austin. Can he be on your show, Joe? Are you inviting him on your show, Joe?
No, because of his legal stuff.
Legal stuff. Got it.
And, you know, I'm sorry if there's bad stuff between us. I'm more sorry of what you said about those kids. I'm sorry about everything.
You don't need to be sorry about what somebody else did. You see that? That's what a parent does.
He's the bigger man.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
But you don't understand is that Rogan is our Jesus Christ come to YouTube to
Right.
absolve us and forgive us of our sins and to allow us a path to redemption when we fall short of his glory. And that's why he's here. You're like so mad. Even though I'm saying it as a joke, he's so mad right now.
It's unfortunate. It's all terrible. Now, something like that. What's the road to redemption for someone like that? Because the thing about people is, and I think this is also what's going on.
Listen to this talking point.
By the way, Jack's been pushing this. Sargon's been pushing this. There's a lot of people that are like, what do I got to do to get back in?
Road to redemption. Basically meaning, if we allow you to have the speech, you know what you have to do? Mike, I'll let you back in, but you got to do 20 Hail Marys. You are now, Road to Redemption turns these social media companies into some sort of holy order that has to forgive you. And here's your speech back, but be careful, buddy. I'm watching you.
It is,
Yeah.
it's not good.
With Alex, people need a road to redemption. Like if someone fucks up horribly and does something terrible, should that be the end of them? This idea that we don't need them anymore, no matter who it is. I mean, what does a person have to do to grow and learn and for people just to accept them again? And let them onto all platforms again. What?
Jester's right. We're the irredeemables. That's what we are. We're the untouched. So you want, Joe, let me get this straight. And by the way, not your idea, because Mike's already said it. The talking point's already been pushed. And you see, when you hear him saying stuff, road to redemption, now that other people are saying it, this is why people go, who's telling Joe what to say?
You're going to get a montage of people going, road to redemption, road to redemption, road to redemption.
Exactly.
Road to redemption. Road to redemption. It's going to be like a million videos where it's going to be like, how can we let you back in?
Yeah.
What can you do? Whose dick can you suck for us to let you back in?
So, Joe, again, the only one that needs a road to redemption is you.
Oh! Beer, beer.
I got some super...
We're with you, Papa Alex.
We're with you. We got some super chats that I want to read before we go to break.
And fuck them super... No, I'm kidding.
Right.
Thank you, guys. It's very generous of you.
Red Band always looks unbathed. Thank
really
you, James. Del Nort. Mel Gibson in the chat. Rogan can eat a dick. Pat... Let me go through all the Mel Gibson ones. Pat Little's 100% Jewish and Nick Abbott's puppet. Sandy Hook death wasn't enough. Siege. Mel Gibson says red laces. Laces kick the like button in the faces. Thank you. Roger Cheeto. Joe is entirely not possible. Rogan. Owen is going to be on Crowder Thursday. Jared Chambers. Justin Bailey. Porcelain should do his next documentary on this ass hat right here. And Roger Cheeto again. Magnanimous Joe Rogan.
Can we really give credit to Red Laces? Red Laces kick the like button in the faces. That is very funny.
It's very funny. But we do have to go to break.
Do we though?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, yeah, we do always go on break.
People get so mad when we go to break. They just do 2 hours.
I have to pee.
I gotta pee,
grab
man.
A smoke. Let's give us a
Come on,
minute
get
here.
a drink.
It's a 5-minute break.
It's a
At least we
5-minute
fucking
break.
do stuff.
Yeah. Oh, why are we yelling at them?
I don't know.
We like you guys. I'm just kidding. By the way, if you're watching this and a new viewer, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell.
I don't like these people.
I like them.
Fuck them.
Hit the like.
All these new people, go away.
No, don't go
We
away.
don't want to grow.
I like you. We want to grow.
We gotta pick a limit though, right?
No,
I don't want to get.
you're a terrible businessman.
I don't want to get too big though. These.
No, I want to get big. Guys, I want the CIA to come and tell us what to say.
I don't want to go beyond 50,000 subs.
I want to go
Get in now because I'm
53,000.
gonna start locking people out in a few weeks.
Mike's a lunatic.
I don't want
He's a madman. We have to go to break. If you do want to help us out to put this show together, it is our full-time job. Patreon.com/We're Not Sorry. That is how you become a patron. Help us out. It really helps the show grow. We'll definitely, patrons always get first shout outs when we have giveaways and exclusive content. Also, don't forget, if you want to be protected, we do have a sponsor. RevengeOfTheSys.com/XPN takes you to Pro XPN. Get yourself VPN protection while surfing the dark web, so you go to buy illegal drugs, whatever you're into. RevengeOfTheSys.com/XPN. We'll be back in 5 minutes with the second hour, Revenge of the Sys.
The most exciting 2 hours of television is back with an all-new Revenge of the Sys. As Royce and Mersch continue to track an international deep state pedophile ring, their journey to the nation's capital is put on hold as Orlando's best police cops receive a cryptic message from an old colleague.
It's a message from my old partner. He needs to see us in Los Angeles right now. Says it's related to our case.
Do you trust him?
As much as I trust you, partner.
What's to know then? A detour from their original investigation finds these no-nonsense detectives in the middle of Hollywood.
Thanks for meeting me. We can't talk low. They're probably following me.
Who's following you?
The Podesta brothers. They've got eyes everywhere, Lopez.
Now trapped between deep state globalists and the Hollywood elite, Lopez and Mersch are on the case. They're no longer avenging Orlando. They're saving America. And this week, they're taking on Pedowood.
I've been working this case. This Dan Schneider guy, producer at Nickelodeon, he's into kids. Or feet. Or kids' feet.
Yeah, the iCarly guy.
How do you know all this?
Thanks for meeting me.
No problem, Miss Bynes.
This is Amanda Bynes? Jesus, she looks terrible.
Dude, she can hear you.
Watch this week as the web grows bigger, the case becomes more complex, and more older model cars get wrecked and plenty of nameless extras get shot. This week on an all-new Revenge of the Sys, followed by Nazi Lawyer. USA, hotels don't have Netflix.
For this performance in Delaware.
Make your shopping day a little easier.
Mervyn's Dollar Day sale is going on right now. And that means great buys on clothes for kids. All this week, you can save on boys' clothes by Campus Le Tigre. Short-sleeve Le Tigre knits are the shirts all the boys will be wearing back to school.
Do you like pranks, guns, and jokes about retarded people? Well, so do we, but odds are your liberal snowflake friend doesn't. How would you like an easy, cost-effective way of screwing with that friend anonymously without losing your Twitter account? Guns for Tards is the perfect way to trigger SJW anonymously through the mail. For a low fee, your target will receive a beautifully designed professional mailer from our fictional Guns for Tards charity, containing a thank you letter for their donation. They'll be led to believe that money was donated in their name to a charity that advocates Second Amendment rights for the mentally handicapped people in their area. For a few extra bucks, they will receive pictures and a detailed profile of a retarded person who they helped harm. It's all fun and games, well, except for that idiot who gets this in their mailbox and freaks out. Messing with someone through the mail is effective. Most people do it trolling over the internet, but regular mail is way more invasive. Whether it's a boss, an ex, or a liberal professor you don't like, this is the perfect way to screw with someone anonymously for the cost of a cup of coffee. Well, a cup of coffee in Manhattan, in a fancy coffee shop. Check out www.gunsfortards.com and select a package today. Use promo code MERSH for 10% off.
Ladies and gentlemen, we can rebuild him. We have the technology. We can make him better than he was before. Better, stronger, faster. A new night, a new time. The Sully Show returns to More Like Radio, Tuesdays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern before Dutch and Royce. Tuesday nights will never be the same.
I am the changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace. I am the thatched roof cottage in Wales. I am the best of Great Britain. I am British Caledonian Airways.
Second hour, Revenge of the Sis. Thanks for staying with us, everybody. You guys are real nice. Tuesday show coming at you. We have more stuff. Now that we've done the Rogan thing. We definitely do have more things that we'll be covering second hour. Mike, we want to get into. We might as well. You want to get into the Owen Benjamin admitting that Nimmer.
Yeah, because I still haven't seen the full clip of this yet.
Okay, so. This is
fucking Red Dawn over here.
Yeah, seriously. So this is Big Bear. Owen Benjamin. He is
dressed like the guy. Remember the scene in the original Red Dawn when they showed, or even in the Watchmen, when they show the missiles flying and they show like Castro, showed like a bad Castro actor, and then like a stereotypical Russian guy smoking cigars. He's dressed like that Russian in Red Dawn as the missiles are going over.
I think he's dressed more like Dan Aykroyd in Spies Like Us.
Yeah. Well, he's more of a Chevy Chase.
All right, Chevy Chase is because he's tall. You're right. Good point.
Guys, Dan Aykroyd can't grow a mustache. He's like 5'3".
All right. So this is him addressing the whole Eric Nimmer stolen valor situation. Here we go.
Someone in the comment section was wondering if I was bringing up AIDS a lot because of some psyop or some shit.
It was a psyop.
No, I just think it's insanely funny. And if someone else was asked me if I've been throwing up bafflement signs, which is this to show my allegiance with Satan. Normally I would find that person insane and possibly schizophrenic, but not anymore. Because I know the world is run by symbols and there's all kinds of this weird shit going on. But no, growing up, this meant rock and roll. Meant to cause you any sorrow. I never meant to cause you any pain. I only wanted to one time see you laughing. I only want to see you laughing in the purple rain, purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain. That was about to
Here it is.
I still want people to like Nimmer, but at the same time, it's like, don't trust him. I wanted to vomit I wasn't sleeping. You know, he was present at both my sons' births. Like, he was part of the birth of both my sons. He's been at my house.
Actually, a Freedom of Information Act shows that he was never at your son's birth. I also got that pulled up.
I actually, got a Freedom of Information Act request that says your son was in fact never born.
Uh-oh.
That he's actually an Institute synth.
Oh, wow.
Sean!
Sorry.
You know, he lied to me so much, and it caused so much. But here's the good thing that came from it. All those people that once said they were bears and, like, threatened me. There's this one, like, no one from his unit ever contacted me. Nobody. It was all bullshit.
Because you didn't have a unit. You would have had to have served to have one. By the way, you isolated a huge group of fans over this, Owen.
But, like, I would occasionally get, man.
Is he doing a Dusty Bogan thing now?
I can't. Hey, guys, how's it going?
So it's like he was saying something about stolen valor. Let me find it on here.
I swear to God, I'm going to have a shitty directional mic. I have a karaoke one. I'm going to plug it into one of these every time. Just hand it to Mike when he does.
How's it going? It's the Dusty Bogan.
I would occasionally get letters from, like, Marines. As one guy said, Barack Obama stole our valor when they made us fight illegal wars. He goes, your boy Nimmer's funny. I love that dude. Whether he served or not. And I could tell by the tone that he knew he didn't. He was like, he's a good man. He goes, our valor was stolen a long time ago.
By the way, I like that guy that wrote that our valor was stolen. Just because Barack Obama was a shitty president, by the way, we all agree. He was a fucking terrible president. And I do agree that he did a lot of illegal war shit, a lot of fucking shit that people were dying for Iran, for example. I will agree with all that. That doesn't mean just because that happened, you can't, moving forward, call out people for stealing valor. You know what I mean?
No, that's not how it works. I keep getting told that we're not allowed to call out stolen valor because we weren't in the military.
What?
I'm like, but we never claimed to.
We're not. We never were in the military.
I would understand if we did a whole channel where we're like, look, me and Royce as two ex-Marines.
Yeah.
This really hurts our hearts. We flew our flag in front of our house at half-mast for a week. We found out about Eric Nimmer. No, we just were like, wow, this guy's a piece of shit, huh?
And much respect, man. Those were the emails that were making me be like, oh, shit. Because it wasn't mean. It wasn't coming from a place of like that toxic.
Is that us?
That's us.
Are we the...
We're the... And you'll find out a little bit more in this that Crowder knew.
What's the guy? Is it a Family Guy character?
Which one?
The retarded
guy?
Opie. Opie that he works with.
Ironically, named Opie.
You're promoted, Opie. Puts a fucking pencil in his ear.
That's us.
Sorry, Peter. You'll be working under Opie.
So that's us.
My favorite episode of Family Guy was when Opie's like, I've been doing radio since I was 18.
Guys, we might be, but we're not lying.
Yeah, seriously. It's not as good of a catchphrase, but
it is a catchphrase. It's gonna be hard to put on our mugs.
Bullshit. Like, this is another one. This is from one of the OG Bears. Like good Bears. I'm just leaving everyone's name out of it. It's just better for everyone.
Yeah, because he's been known. By the way, Owen's been known leaving people's full names out of things. Like when he literally docks people because he said they tried to poison his kids.
And then tried to tell people to go get him.
Yeah. But good thing.
That was all over this thing that turned out to be true.
We don't exist goes, he's Snowy Bogan.
That's true. We had a Dusty Bogan and a Snowy Bogan.
I know when you dance with me, things can get intense. That's why I pretty much just hang out with people that are just as crazy as me?
No one. So you're alone all the time.
Where is it? Oh man, hang on. I won't look too long. But it really encapsulates. Oh yeah, so okay. Hi Owen, I'm talking to right now. I independently emailed the USMC. The reply confirming Mr. Nimmer has never served on active duty as a member of the U.S. Marine Corps. He may have served as a member of the National Guard, but doesn't believe he would have had the requisite training, blah, blah, let alone 4 tours, let alone being captain. This is what made me start being like, oh man, my loyalty is to you, and I felt we needed certainty in absence of any statement from Eric. It's over. Eric lied. If uncovering the truth means I'm out, then I want to thank you for doing what you do. You've taught me so much. Much love from Ireland.
Look how terrified his fans are of him. Look how terrified. This guy's like, hey, look, man, this is my moral duty, but if I'm out, I'm out. God damn it, man. That's terrifying.
They're apologizing to Owen for him lying.
It's crazy.
It is a weird...
Yeah, wait, he said he was a captain. Yes, BBQ National. Nimmer claimed he was a captain.
This is a very specific, like, the way he's trained and cultivated these people. It's really like, this is like a psychological experiment, these people.
I was like, man, something's up.
You think?
And I was like, this person still thanked me for like what I've done, but was like, listen, if I'm out, I'm out. This is real. And so I've been tearing my brain apart. Amy doesn't believe him. Like, nobody that loves me believes him at all.
December.
And then he also said in that same episode, it was just another little snippet, but he's saying that Crowder also knew. That Crowder also knew that he did, which means I know people for a fact have been bombarding Crowder about the Nimmer thing because he was on the show. And Crowder, again, we've never said Crowder is stupid. I think Crowder's actually smart. I think that Crowder runs in enough of those military circles that even when Nimmer was on, he was probably like, recon stuff? You know what I mean? So that means that they have, because of you guys and all of us, they had to acknowledge this. Don't let anybody think that if it wasn't for, you got to give credit to the Danger Zone guys. You got to give credit to Porcelain, of course. If it wasn't for a lot of you fans, too many to name, and this, they wouldn't be acknowledging it. So it goes to show you that if you keep pushing, eventually people have to listen. And I think this happened because now I just found out Owen Benjamin's going to be on Crowder's show Thursday.
Yeah, I was looking for the thing. That's what I was.
Which is his free show. Because Thursdays is Crowder's free shows because that's his bigger one. So he's going to be on his show Thursday. I have a feeling that they talked, and Crowder says you got to get ahead of this. Crowder knows how to be a business guy. You got to get ahead of this Nimmer thing. This guy definitely didn't serve. I saw the Freedom of Information Act. Blah 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 blah. I know there was people saying they were going to send Crowder. I know they sent Crowder the Freedom of Information Act.
Oh, he knows about it.
Yeah. So
we made enough noise in the past month. Mm-hmm. People know what's up.
But that's where we're at now, and I would say I would call that a victory, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
it's a victory,
I guess.
I mean, it's really changed anything, but it was fun.
No, but we were right.
That's right.
They were lying, and everyone kept saying we're bad guys, and I kept telling them I know we're bad guys, but we didn't. We're not trying to lie about being good guys. Like, these guys were lying. They're liars.
We're not nice. So Prager Jew,
we don't give enough to Israel.
What, you heard their new song?
That their new?
That's their new jingle.
We need to give $5 billion a year to Israel. Prager Jew.
That's our Prager Jew live read. You like it? Yeah. It's pretty good, right?
Let's cook for the chosen knights. Prager Jew.
Prager Jew. Neocons need homes too.
Prager Jew. You may not think we're invading Iran, but you got another thing coming. Prager Jew.
Prager Jew. We're like if Dick Cheney was a website.
Prager Jew. Our idea of a pro-white personality is Lauren Southern. Prager Jew.
Sorry.
Pre-approved talking points from John Bolton. Prager Jew.
Actually, you know what? It's Michael Bolton now.
Why do I have to change my name? He's the one that sucks.
God, what a great movie. That movie will never get old. Okay. Well, the reason I'm bringing up PragerU is because guess who was on?
I don't know, some
Big Bear.
Oh.
This is from 2 days ago.
I would rather somebody release an actual bear into the offices of PragerU. It's funny. Ah! You said Owen Benjamin was coming, not an actual bear.
Do you and I share the same goals? If we do, we can disagree, even strongly disagree, and still have a productive discussion. We might even reach a compromise. But if we don't share the same goals,
Owen Benjamin,
then what?
Owen Benjamin. When I think Owen Benjamin, I think Mr. Compromise. Mr. King Solomon over here. Let's fucking look at it down the middle.
Did he really?
Mr. Compromise.
Did he really just say?
Owen Benjamin, ladies and gentlemen, the king of diplomacy.
Compromise kid.
Always compromise. Always look for a good, strong meeting of the minds where two people can sort of meet in the middle, Royce. Guys, Buzz Aldrin's a fag.
Sorry. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm going to show you. You know what, Mike? We were wrong. Owen Benjamin absolutely doesn't ban people, except for these.
Anybody that's like snarky and sarcastic, you don't get to hang out here anymore. Bannings are the best thing that ever happened to this chat. Now you're banned. And it's a ban. You're banned. Well, now you're banned. Banned. I'm just gonna do it randomly from a fucking bell tower. Okay. Now you're banned. Banned. You gotta get him out of here. Now let's find more people to ban. You're banned. I love banning people. I'll ban all you motherfuckers. Well, now you're banned for life.
So anyway, sorry, what were you saying, Owen?
We might even reach a compromise. But if we don't share the same goals, then what? Then, rhetorically speaking, we're at war. And only one side can win. Let me explain. My parents and brother lean more to the liberal side of the political spectrum than I do. We argue, we slightly nudge each other.
We fucking storm out of Christmas gatherings about the moon landing.
Well, he just said his parents, so that includes his dad. Let's see what he has to say.
I do. We argue, we slightly nudge each other, we change opinions a little bit, and then we go back to Scrabble. They were very upset when President Trump...
You don't go back to Scrabble. You said your father has not seen your son.
And you stormed out of Christmas.
And you didn't go to a Christmas party with your family. What are you talking about? By the way, this was posted like 2 days ago.
Trump withdrew from the Paris Climate Accords.
We drive our kids, porcelain. We drive our kids around talking about killing ourselves.
Our family's the same as anyone else's, you know? We disagree. We crush claws. We scream at the moon. Normal shit.
President Trump withdrew from the Paris Climate Accords. I was happy. We argued about it, but it was all good because we share the same goals. We all want clean air and water for our children. We all want to develop clean energy. We want America's economy
to... How much did they have to calm him down for this?
They must have given him Benadryl. Did you just get a little drowsy?
It's like a bar of Xanax.
This is nothing he's saying, by the way, is stuff he says on his show. He says clean energy satanic. Like, what? This is fucking nuts, dude. This is 2 days ago. Same guy that we've been covering.
Prosper. We want to be less reliant on fossil fuels. I thought the Accords were a bad deal for America. The best way to lower carbon emissions, in my opinion, is to let the free market and American ingenuity loose on the problem. They, in contrast, think the government needs to step in, fund the research, and keep the corporations in line.
So you just walk, like PragerU just hires people to come in and say things?
Can I be on there? I'll do one of these things.
Yeah. Hey, Israel.
Yeah, go Israel.
Woohoo.
Why, we should double contributions to Israel.
Yeah, why not? Wink. Give me my check.
Top 10 wacky dual citizens in Congress. That's Prager's next video.
Doesn't matter, because we have the same goal, a healthy planet. We also disagree on gun control. My brother's a little more with me, but my dad wants a lot more regulation because he wants fewer school shootings.
You don't don't talk to your dad.
And because he's a dumbass. And what did he call him? A gay dumbass.
Yeah, a gay dumbass, and you won't talk to him. I don't like you. You weren't in my life.
I think the free market should sort it out, but my dumb gay-ass dad hasn't even seen my kid.
By the way, because there's a lot of new listeners, check out Porcelain's documentary just after you watch this episode today. Porsalin. Porcelain, yes. I fucking spell like a weirdo. Watch this documentary. You'll see the stuff about his dad. And then keep in mind that this video was made 2 days ago.
So do I. So does my brother. But I believe if a potential killer knew he'd encounter teachers and administrators well-trained in the use of weapons, we'd have less shootings. Different solutions, shared goal. I've always thought this is how America is supposed to work. Liberals and conservatives respectfully arguing over the best solution to a shared goal.
By the way, I love the bear, D. New York. We can't make it, so let's make fun of Owen. First off, original. You just came up with that. Good job. Secondly, we're doing just fine, pal.
Yeah. Seriously. You realize that 90% of YouTube content is about YouTube drama and bullshit? It's what it is. It's what it is.
Back to the video.
But now there's a third party in the game.
Well, hold on. You know what? I'm going to, this D. New York guy, I'm going to try Owen's PragerU thing. Look, D. New York and I, we disagree, you know?
Now you're banned.
We just...
Oh, I thought that's...
PragerU, Owen, not the other.
At home
Look,
pounding claws,
we
Owen.
disagree. And here's the thing. I think you're a faggot, and I'm not. Compromise. Bling!
See, Joe Downing is saying this is old. A lot of people are saying this is old. This feels old. He feels calm. He feels not deranged.
Published February 5th.
Okay.
And PragerU...
Oh, uploaded to his channel. That's probably, it's probably an old PragerU thing. How funny would it be if he got popped?
Hold on. No. I'm telling you... I'm going to pull it up from their thing to see when and what. PragerU, 1 day ago.
Oh, well, I don't know.
You and I should...
No, I know. I'm just letting you know.
Guys! Is he allowed to just rip that and put it on his channel?
I think he got the rights to it. So, yeah, this is from PragerU, posted February 4th.
Over the best solution to a shared goal. But now there's a third party in the game, the left. And they're changing the rules.
Someone says no mustache dummies. I know. I'm not saying he recorded it yesterday. Knowing these things, probably a month ago, this was recorded. I understand that he didn't just right out of the studio put this up.
Dude, he's not wearing the hat and the fur coat. It's
Holy
clearly
shit,
not from
I
the
know
same
how
day.
it works, guys.
It's not.
I said it was a new video.
He's clearly 4 days older than you're saying he is.
When I was growing up, the left was on the fringe.
9 months ago.
But now they've moved into the mainstream. They've pretty much taken over our educational system. They're in the media, in corporate HR departments, and more, sad to say, in the Democratic Party. The left doesn't share the same goals that liberals and conservatives do.
By the way, and I think we got the point with this video. By the way, people, new fags posting 1488. That's so 6 months ago. Not that I care. You could do it if you want. But, like, that's not even close to the edge here.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Isn't Vanguard streaming or
gas station?
One of those people
Yeah,
doing some kind of spurgery.
Spurgery. All right, I'm going to give you two options. I'm going to give you Instagram.
Let's not go earlier.
I'm going to give you Instagram
My
drama.
nose fell off.
Instagram drama or our friend, Barbie Ferreira. Two options.
It's been a while since we checked in with Barbie.
Want to check in on Barbie?
Check in with Barb.
This is Barbie doing
What's this fat slob doing?
Okay, well, that's...
What's this disgusting slam pig up to?
An interview with Style Like You. Now, for those who don't know Barbie Ferreira, she is a...
Or care.
Okay, good point.
Mostly care.
She is a correspondent for Broadly, which is Vice. She does these how to behave videos. Well, now the camera's getting turned and she's being interviewed.
Whoa.
Somebody goes, photos of no Barbie Ferreira. Someone goes, building 7. Okay, here we go. Sorry.
So can you talk a little bit about what you think your style says about you?
I'm messy, you know. I'm not polished. Like I like big things, just like ratty. I like being like a little rascal when I.
You
when I
are
dress.
dressed like a pile of dirty clothes on the floor.
Barbie Ferreira looks like the day before laundry day. Yeah.
I just feel like it's not necessarily what I am because I'm sure I don't have boobs, like things like that that traditionally wouldn't even be like seen at. Like I wouldn't even be seen as a model. If I didn't have my personality, I don't really think I would be very successful.
And that's terrible too.
Yeah, because when you look at an industry like models where you're trying to show off clothes, they really care about your personality. Like they care that you're witty. That's what shut up and put the pants on. You're a model for a fucking Sears catalog, you frumpy bitch.
Give me a size 0 with some nice big tits.
Yeah.
Can you talk about like assumptions that you think people make about you?
She's getting fatter. She's getting fucking fatter. It's hilarious.
She's getting that Vice money, dog.
Oh, Barbie Ferreira is such a fucking pig human.
Yes, she's a model, guys.
She's gross.
She's a model.
Based on like what they see of you publicly, what do you think they assume that may or may not be true?
I tried to make my Instagram as true to myself as possible, and it is. I mean, not even as
So
possible.
your Instagram is just about a slam pig from Brooklyn who just goes around and fucking gets pizza grease on her shirt and just fucking smokes cigarettes and.
Yeah, Broad City.
Yeah, you're just a disgusting carbon copy of fucking Lena Dunham.
It's just true to myself. Like I posted like a picture of me crying the other day on Insta story, and my friends were like, "Calm down." I'm like, "I'm just being real." Like people think.
Oh yeah. Is she taking clothes off?
She's a goddamn Kool-Aid man. I think so.
That I'm
Please
morbidly
don't take
obese.
off anymore.
Like they'll be like.
Wait, what did you say about morbidly obese?
She's gross.
People think that I'm morbidly obese.
You are.
Like they'll be like, as a matter, it's a fact, you are obese. There are housewives writing essays on Facebook, like essays. There's essays written like about how obesity is being promoted and how I'm gonna kill the children. The funny thing is, most of these women are my size. I don't know what it is.
Yes, these women are your size, but they realized that they're not the ideal person to look up to. So worrying more about their children, they go, hey, I'm not up there wearing the sweater because I don't want my kid to suffer with obesity like I did. Like, you know what I mean? Her mentality is ridiculous.
It's maybe because it's so unheard of to be okay with yourself that they're like, what's wrong with you? Like, I feel bad about myself. Why don't you feel bad?
You're not okay with yourself, Barbie. You just said that you posted on Instagram yourself crying.
Are you trying to say that women that are constantly going on and on and on about how confident they are
not actually confident?
Prove it. I don't believe you.
Fucking Barbie, shut up, you dumb. You post Instagrams of yourself crying. You're not okay with yourself.
I think Barbie Ferreira's a ray of sunshine.
Yeah. You are not. Hang it all out on fat shaming. Listen, stupid. You're not okay with yourself. If you were, you wouldn't be in this video.
About yourself, like that's not fair. I hated myself more than I hated anything else.
She's like she looked with that brick wall behind her. She's like a one-person improv group
in the world at one point. When I was 15, I lost 30 pounds. It was definitely like an obsessive moment. It's so normal to see like a People magazine, like, oh, like gained 40 pounds, looks like a whale, like things like that. It's just certain things that you subconsciously just add up. Like a year later.
So why do you read
finally,
it? Like, that's
I
what I
started
don't get.
No,
You
I know,
idiots
exactly.
Read it, and then it's like, oh man, this magazine's attacking me. Then don't read it.
If you don't read the magazine, it can't attack you, stupid.
Gaining a little bit of weight at that time, like gaining.
Oh,
weight
she's
back
doing
was
it.
embarrassing
No,
thing in
no,
the entire
no.
world that could ever.
Ah! She has a deodorant. Look, the deodorant crust. Look at the deodorant crust. Mike, look at the deodorant crust right here. Under her arm. What?
It's probably from like the day before.
Yeah, she's shaped like a high efficiency light bulb.
That's the best line. That's the line of the day. Let's shut it down. Good night, everybody. Oh shit, that's funny.
To me. So if I gained like 3 pounds, I would literally like snot.
Literally, bro, like dude, like, shut up.
She's getting fatter.
I know
by the
that.
video.
Yeah,
it's hilarious.
Yeah.
She's just turning into a the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man before our very eyes.
She looks like she should be wearing a crown and attacking Donkey Kong.
This bitch looks like she's transforming into a werewolf.
She's in mid-transformation. Her back is turning into hind legs.
It's like Altered Beast.
Rise from your grave.
That's not. Hey, guys.
Come on, man.
Grow up.
That's not funny.
Grow up. I'm not gonna have people fucking making jokes like that. Body shaming. She does. That is a body. That is a body, right? That's not an exoskeleton. That's not some sort of.
No, this isn't a Titanfall.
She's not a bug. This woman is shaped like an actual lobster.
Oh fuck. Altered Beast. She keeps powering up. Mike, you haven't
When did Barbie Ferreira join the Companions?
You haven't even seen her final form. By the way, nice Burger King shoes. That's so you don't slip in the grease.
I'm more attractive now than I've ever been, but to this day, I have like this like fear of me walking in and being like, oh, you know, I hope this person doesn't notice that I went from a size 12 to a 14. Like,
Barbie Ferreira is the only woman I've ever wanted to just punch in the stomach. I don't know why.
Yeah, but the thing is, I've played this game before. You have to punch her open mouth first and then hit the belly button.
No, I want to see. Here's the thing, though. I want to make this. I'm not advocating assault. Obviously, this would be sanctioned by the New York State Athletic Commission. And here's what I want to do. I want to set up like a bunch of cameras all around, right? Like really good cameras that can capture like slow-mo. And then I want to punch her in the stomach. And I want to play like, you ever watch the videos of when like guys shoot ballistic gel? Mm-hmm. It would look like that, like when they slow it way down so you can watch the bullet go into the ballistic gel and
you hear that?
I want to fucking give Barbie a good shot to the ribs and watch the jiggle, but like in fucking 1920p.
You hear that, Mythbusters body?
Yeah, thank you. Can we do a Mythbusters like 130 frames a second? Just
Kyle Patrick Murphy in the chat goes, really fat jokes? Yeah, White Knight. And by the way, you guys are fat. We know, but we're also not models. Do you see the difference?
Go look at my Twitter and Instagram. I don't have model in the
yeah,
title.
I'm not a
Fucking
model,
asshole.
stupid idiot. Anyway, this is fun.
I hope they don't think I'm ugly. I try to think more rationally, but it's just really hard when it's something that's so deep-rooted in you.
How did you feel?
Nurse, cancel my 1 o'clock. The Simpson jiggle test on her.
Like when you lost all the weight, did your life change? Were people nicer to you? Like how did your...
Hell yeah. I mean, I could stay here and lie to you guys and say that, you know, nothing changed. I, for sure, developed into the conventionally attractive person I am today.
Yeah,
for sure.
She's definitely hot.
She's conventionally attractive?
She's hot stuff, dude. She's something.
Fuck you 222 says, wow, Royce and Mersh, you guys are just fat, racist, and unfunny. Hey, we're funny. The other stuff is true.
Yeah, no, I'm funny.
We're funny, at least.
I am a fat racist, though.
That's fine.
Very perceptive, sir. Also,
Sure,
who says goy and then accuses somebody of being racist?
Porcelain goes, she looks like a bag of raw chicken breast.
She does look like she's shaped like a Cornish game hen.
I want to shoot her with a pheasant gun.
Oh, my God.
So I've gained weight back. I've gained everything. I just feel like the attractiveness that I got from that stuck because
12-pack has a good point. Hey, guys, how many abortions do you think she's had?
Dude, she's got the posture of George Burns.
She's got the posture of George Costanza.
But she really does have like a Milton Berle quality to her body. Like, it's just...
She really does. And she wears her pants like a grandfather, like everything about her.
That's the kind of body that should be filling a tuxedo at the Friars Club roast, not on a fucking 20-something-year-old woman.
Eventually, realized I was like, I can be confident regardless of me.
You shouldn't be. You shouldn't be though.
I mean, I could be all kinds of things.
I could be whatever I want.
Gaining this weight back or losing it, whatever.
But you struggle with anxiety.
Oh my God, my anxiety is so bad.
Oh my God, I'm totally. Oh my God, I'm totally bipolar.
Yeah, probably stop doing all those drugs. Because I bet Barbie likes to do a lot of drugs.
Oh my God, I diagnosed myself with borderline because it's totally hip now to do that.
And I self-medicate with things that some guy in my apartment complex sells.
My anxiety is so horrifying. I'm so crazy. Like, I call people 30 times in a row. I won't even think about it. I'll be like, you didn't answer me? Answer.
Another example of a fucking lunatic woman. This is why we should
just enable them.
Repeal the 19th and women shouldn't vote.
It should be more than not just vote at this point. We need Sharia law in this
You know how many women I've talked to that have said, I'll give up my vote if these people can't vote?
Sharia law. I don't even want them driving.
Thanks, Saudi Arabia. Very cool.
Very cool. We'll let the AIs, we'll let them be citizens. Because we'll just make them like, I don't know, we'll put like a male AI brain.
I'll do it for 30 minutes. I mean, I get madder at every call, and like it gets more aggressive. Like, I'm just like, I don't have like these rules that like in 2017 that you have to follow. Like, that's not a thing that I do. And
Half the kangaroo goes, she looks like a minion.
Listen, Baron, it's about time you start getting out there. You start dating. I know this fantastic girl named Barbie Ferreira. Think you'd be perfect.
Boys just like, they're so used to girls who like act like they're not emotionally attached.
Disgusting whores. Fat pigs. Gross. Drug addicts.
IB Forbes says she looks like a Trailer Park Boys character.
She really does. She
really
does.
She does.
You or like letting them do whatever the fuck they want, and like that's absolutely not happening.
CG goes more like Barbie Pinto.
She actually looks like one of the. Remember Corey and Trevor?
Yes.
She looks like one of them. She looks like an amalgamation of both of them. She's Corey and Trevor.
I feel like guys, they have this idea of me a lot of the time.
Mary Miller, I put on 20 pounds just watching this.
And they fall in love with that idea. And
What's the idea?
I don't know, like Instagram.
Is she not part of the Vice layoffs?
No, I don't. No, God, do I wish she was, though.
That would have been great.
Baddie, a thick baddie, whatever they think, it's like some down bitch, whatever. I don't even know what the fuck they think of me, but it just that's not who I am. As soon as they start realizing that I'm a real person with real issues and real like needs, it's like whoa.
Right.
The thing is, I grew up with only women, and when I say only women, I mean my mom, my grandma.
Single mom. Of course you're from a single mom.
Oh, yeah, she covered that before.
Yeah.
She's definitely a single mom product.
and a horde of Brazilian lesbians. So it's just like I don't
Omega Wolf goes, can you own a trailer in Queens?
even know what men want. Like I don't know. So all I can be.
I'll tell you what men want.
Not you.
For you to be quiet.
Yes.
Shut up, Barbie.
And you're probably incapable of doing that.
No. She just admitted to calling people 30 times in a row.
Myself. I really don't even know what they want from me.
In terms of like intimate moments, like and body, like how do you feel about your body?
I think if a woman rang my telephone and it wasn't an emergency, I would break up with her. Just one time. Like, this isn't working out. You literally called my phone. You caused great alarm in my household today. When I picked up, you were out shopping. I thought when you ring somebody's phone in 2019, somebody's dead.
Right.
If Royce goes like, yeah, whatever, we're gonna go out for the weekend, whatever, and then I get a call from Royce's phone instead of a message on any one of the other number of platforms, that's probably an EMT calling me to inform me that Royce's fiery car crash, he was not surviving it. There's no reason to call somebody 30 times. Like, I would go, what is your fucking problem?
You're right. You're right.
How much do you and your wife call each other?
I just text. Why would I
Like
call?
once in a while when it's somebody's at a store returning an item and they go, what was the receipt number for the... Other than that, you're like, yeah, look, dude, I'll be there. I'm going to be like a half hour late.
Exactly.
So much easier. So much less talking. No, don't do it.
It's
No.
happening.
No!
It's happening.
No!
It's happening.
This is the worst backroom casting couch video I've ever watched.
I hope it turns out to be the best
No,
execution video.
She's not really doing this, is she?
Look! What? Look at the flat chest on her. Barbie Ferreira. Wow! Wow! All dressed up at night on the town. Look at the striations on her arms.
You know, it's like I could...
Gorilla tits.
Trying to say how gorilla tits is funny.
Gorilla tits.
I want to say this nicely because I get it. I'm not a stud, but I'm not the belle of the ball. I'm not the pig with the blue ribbon. I'm not, I don't know, some other kind of analogies. If you love somebody, you could deal with their imperfections, but there's no amount of love you could have for this girl and not go like, could you get, like, you work for Vice, right? Could you talk them into getting you titties, like, for a thing, like for a bit?
Yeah.
Or maybe
How to behave, you get a breast augmentation, they'll pay for
maybe
it.
some lipo, gym membership.
Swally says she's shaped like a stromboli.
Oh, these aren't nice things that people are saying.
Actually fit me. You want to say something funny? Yeah. I was like, this is the one bra I have.
I would wear a bra if I had a bra.
She only has one bra.
If you could like dream up what the fashion industry that you would like to work in looked like, what would it be?
I think just overall accepting people, accepting the fact that people are all different and that there's beauty in all of it, and it's
There's
not like a
though.
cliche.
There's pretty people, and there's ugly people. And then there's a lot of people like us that kind of operate in the weird little blurry lines between the two.
In the middle part.
But you're not. There's not beauty in everybody. Some people take their clothes off, and you go, yikes.
Kai Burns goes, she's the final boss of awful women.
Oh my God, dude. Oh my God.
James Denlord says she buys her clothes at the Comfort Zone.
Oh my God. Dude. She's getting way worse.
Oh.
She's getting so much worse.
Thick.
It's like, I love you.
Some nice looking legs though, huh?
She's getting so much worse.
We don't like her legs? Think it's sexy?
No, I don't like her legs.
I thought it was sexy.
They're super cute. The color and then with the bra. It's really cute.
Oh, she's got awful feet too. Everything about her is terrible.
What is this? What is this she's doing? She's taking her makeup off?
Why?
Why in your body gonna be successful? I have to lose 30 pounds, and the fact that I'm successful not only despite it but because of it is like. Oh my
By the way, she didn't take her makeup off.
No. By the way, you're successful for now. You understand that this isn't like a sustainable thing, right?
Yeah, nobody's gonna take you seriously in 2-3 years.
Yeah, this isn't sustainable, Barbie.
Barbie Ferreira.
All right, do we?
I'm not doing anything. These people, I don't know. These people, guys, you'll get what we give you.
You know what? I was gonna do another hour. I had another hour in me, but now I just not. New Blues doll.
Oh, that's right.
We got to get to it. New Blues doll. Trumpster Bob.
Our boy.
Here we go. New Blues doll. It's featuring Jovi Val.
I'm trying to get Joey Val in here. Joey, come on in.
Dude, the Cat in the Hat pants.
What's up?
I can't remember. Give me a second.
Give me a second.
So I looked up your family history and found out that you're I forget how you pronounce the word, Askasa Nazi, or yeah, Askasa Nazi Jew.
I watched this live and I was fucking howling this weekend.
Askasa Nazi Jew?
I was like,
oh
just give
boy,
it up. Just bail on it, Bob. Just bail on it.
No, I'm not. What are you talking about? My first name was picked like randomly.
You want me to show it to you? No, your last name is also is associated and originated with those people.
All the empty Keystone Light can tall boys.
And they spoke a dialogue. They became Jewish, and then they started speaking a mix of Jew.
You have the papers to show me this? Because I've never done it.
Have I got what? Have I got what?
Have papers to show me this?
You want me to show it to you? Yeah, I got it somewhere. Hold on a second. I got your name. I got it all.
Juvie Val. It has a GoFundMe, a MAGA hat, a Band-Aid, and then a picture of him.
You sure about that?
Positive. I looked it up. Luis, Jesus, Raymond, Pedro. Pedro. Just start calling you Pedro, I guess.
That's awesome, man. I want to get that crest.
By the way, during this, I remember watching this live.
This was amazing.
Watching this live, I remember everybody in Jovi's chat was our people. In Trumpster Bob's chat was our people. And he kept, at one point, and I think it comes up in the video, they start having two different conversations. You have Trumpster Bob talking about the crest and Jovi yelling at the chat room, yeah, because I'm not like this Revenge of the Sissy guy. Like, it completely just loses his mind.
Yeah, this was the night that Bob convinced him that he's a descendant of the Knights Templar.
Yes.
The link for it up there on
of the Puerto Rican branch of the Knights Templar.
You go to this page right here and you can order a copy of your crest.
Let me see that crest again.
Yeah.
You know how you become a member of the Puerto Rican Knights Templar? You steal the shield from an actual Templar because you're Puerto Rican. And they're known to steal things.
Steal horse armor.
Yeah.
It's good if it on most horses.
It's great. And then they hang a CD of the Puerto Rican flag on the back, like they do all their goddamn cars.
That was another Valley crest. Isn't that cool?
Oh, wow. Wow. That's incredible. Oh my God, Bob! I just don't understand. Like,
here it is.
I can go out there right now, go do a video, and get like tons and tons and tons of views. I can start a new page. I've done it actually. You know, I started a new page.
So you can
right? And
so
you
look
scare
at
them.
this. All of these crests were your family crests. This was the main one. This was number one.
Wow.
Yeah, Jovi, you're so fucking great that the only show you could be on is Trumpster Bob's.
Like very successful people. I would say royalty.
Do with it.
Okay.
Knights Templar. With the same helmet looking the same direction as all Knight Templar's crest. So beyond a doubt, your family originated in Spain. And beyond a doubt, they were amongst the first Christians. And beyond a doubt, they were Knights Templar.
This is all made up, by the way.
Yeah, none of this is real.
All insane.
Just like online IQ test. Game of Thrones.
Not just in England, but all through Europe, the Knights Templar operated. They also operated in Jerusalem.
We know, Bob.
Yeah, we get it.
Are the righteous Jews right here, my
Hareem.
peoples. Look at it.
At one point
Made an
in time,
appearance.
they
That is
owned
amazing.
Jerusalem. They owned that whole territory. All of Jordan and all of that was under the rules of Templar.
By the audio's not Bluesdoll's fault. It's fucking, these guys have terrible mic technique.
Yeah, their audio is always bad.
Yeah.
Till just now tonight.
Although, come on, Bluesdoll, normalize.
Yeah, hit the normalize button, Blueies.
We learned a lot about Jovi Val's family heritage here tonight, and he did too. You ain't crying, are you? Let's see your face. We got to see if you're dropping tears.
And now they both go to a motel together.
And you're losing that manhood tonight.
That's the thing, though. I'm not a bitch.
Here's
but
how
it's
it
just
works.
like,
You're gonna
when-
take some dick in your ass.
This is so
We'll
weird.
start you out with a small one.
Well, I mean, gotta carry on the name.
This is amazing.
The truth about the Jew. Black wife. I love the black wife.
This is very funny.
Who's the big, strong black lady? Hell, I can't remember. Give me a second.
And that's the video.
Hell, I can't remember.
Thank you,
Give me a
Blues Doll.
second.
Subscribe to Blues
Oh,
Doll.
that's amazing. I love you, Bluesy.
Subscribe. Guys. The show's over. I had another hour in me, but I'm not.
Get out of here.
Not going to do it.
Leave.
I won't.
Guys, why are you still watching? We're done.
What? Bye.
We're leaving.
Bye.
This is the boring part where we're
This
like,
is the
hey
part-
guys, check us out on blah, blah, blah. Support us on Amazon. Blah, blah, blah. So this is like you can just leave now.
No, wait. No, you could stay because Nightwave tonight?
Yeah, just get out of here.
Nightwave?
Yeah, of course.
Nightwave tonight. Daywave helped me get to 100K on this channel. My backup one, my main channel is now turned into my backup one. So
And if I'm not allowed to limit people here, okay, if I can't give us a nice cap off here at Revenge of the Sis, I am going to be capping off on Nightwave.
You cap people off?
Yeah, I don't want to have past like 500 is the cap of live people.
Right.
I don't want to go past that.
So
we're gonna start. I'm gonna start when I'm like Owen Benjamin style. When
Banned!
501 banned.
It's slowing down my computer, guys.
It is how computers work.
Guys, thank you for listening. Patreon.com/we're-not-sorry is how you help us out. YouTube.com/Daywave Live. That's my morning show. I'll be up tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time doing a 2-hour morning show for you. So please subscribe there and help me out. We will be back tomorrow. Thanks for listening, guys. Revenge of the Sis.